Hey everyone, this is Jill Celeste from JillCeleste.com and founder of the Celestial Circle, where I teach purpose-driven entrepreneurs all they need to know about marketing so they can become the director of marketing for their business because I want them to get clients and earn money and fulfill their purpose here on earth. I want to talk to you today about how you may be sabotaging your own business. Now, when you hear the word sabotage, you might feel a little icky. It's an icky word. It's a word where you are intentionally obstructing or destroying something, right? But we often don't think about how we're sabotaging something to ourselves or to our business. We often think of that's something somebody else is doing. But what I have found by coaching hundreds, thousands of entrepreneurs, is that we are quite good at self-sabotage, whether we realize it or not, me included. So I wanted to share with you 3 patterns I have found from coaching a lot of different entrepreneurs, 3 different types of self-sabotaging patterns, and what these are and what you can do to overcome them. So the first act of sabotage that many entrepreneurs commit is indecision. Someone once told me that indecision is a form of self-sabotage. And if you think about that for a second, that's kind of like a whoa statement, right? But it's true. How many times have we been presented with a decision to make and we just kind of waffle? Now, I'm not talking about times when we really need to mull something over because maybe it's a large investment or a big time investment. I'm talking about times when we're battling our head and our heart and we're just not just doing the pros and cons conversation, but we're just really anguished over the decision that we have to make. And in this period of anguish, our mindset goes down, our confidence goes down, and what often happens is we end up finally making the decision, but it's not the right decision. And then we don't do what we need to do to grow our businesses. So I want you to be bold in your decision making. I want you to feel confident that you are making good decisions. And to know that even if you make a mistake, chances are it's not going to be catastrophic. It's something that you can learn from and to make better decisions in the future. So act, make quicker decisions, stop the waffling, and this will help you grow your business even more. So that's the first pattern I've noticed. The second pattern I've noticed is how we deal with resistance. I call him Mr. Resistance because he often just kind of reels his ugly head in times when I really need to do something. And it usually comes in the form like, oh, I really should write this blog post, but oh, look, that piece of furniture is dusty. I'm going to go over there and dust that furniture. Or, oh, I really need to go to a networking meeting. I'm not going to meet anybody there. That's a waste of time. You know, those kinds of things. Those are acts of resistance, whether we're resisting a change, whether we're resisting the work, or whether we're resisting being visible. If you need help with overcoming resistance, I highly recommend a book by Steven Pressfield called The War of Art. It's a short book, powerful book. You could read it, even if you don't like to read. You can definitely read this in just a couple of settings. But he talks about how you have to show up, even if the resistance is piping hot in your ear. This is a big thing that we really need to overcome because the resistance is just your ego trying to get you to play small. And we have to overcome that so that we can grow our business. So that's the second pattern I've often seen. And the third pattern I see is that we stay in our comfort zones. Now, I get this because comfort zones are safe. You know, we feel secure there. And, you know, back in the day, it served our purpose. You know, back in the prehistoric era, it was safe to stay in the cave so that we don't get eaten by a tiger, right? But we don't have those risks anymore. So we don't need to be that scared like we did back in our ancestors. We have to take steps out of our comfort zone. And what I recommend is taking baby steps. So let's say, for example, you are terrified of making a video. I get this a lot with a lot of my students and members of the Celestial Circle. I am scared to death of making a video, they say to me. And I say, okay, well, let's just make baby steps. Today, the only thing I want you to do is to write out what it is you want to talk about on the video. Just write it out. That's all you have to do. I'm like, okay, I can do that. And they go and do it. And I go, the second thing you need to do now that you have it written is I want you to put your camera up, whatever camera you have, and just do the presentation. Don't record it. Don't worry about it. It's just the idea of you looking at the camera. Okay, I can do that. They go do that. Then the third step, Okay, now I want you to record it, but you don't have to show anybody. It's only for your eyes. Okay, I can do that. And see, they're little baby steps. So they went from not doing anything to all of a sudden they're starting to record themselves. And the next logical step is to publish it and put it to YouTube or whatever. It's these baby steps, these incremental steps that help us feel brave enough to slowly get out of our comfort zones, and our comfort zones expand as a result. This is the key to really growing our businesses. We have to get out of our comfort zones. So whatever that looks like for you, think baby step. Don't do big giant leap. That's terrifying. A baby step is something that you can manage. So in recap, sabotaging ourselves through indecision, sabotaging ourselves by succumbing to our resistance, and we're sabotaging ourselves by staying in our comfort zones. These are things all of us need to tackle as entrepreneurs. It is not an overnight. You're not going to wake up and go, I've overcome all these sabotaging ways. It is a confidence issue, and confidence is acquired through doing things over time. So one step at a time, my dear entrepreneurs, and you will gain more confidence and you'll be able to move past these limiting beliefs that are sabotaging your business. And if you need help with this, I recommend checking out the Celestial Circle at thecelestialcircle.com. We are a tribe of loving people who will support you, who will help you gain confidence, help you be brave, and those baby steps that you need to take. Check us out and see if it's the right fit for you. That web address again is thecelestialcircle.com. So until next time, here's to your marketing success. I am wishing you lots of love and I want you to stay in faith. I'll talk to you soon.